Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is being safe and road safety. And before we get into any lessons, grade 2s, we know that we need to sanitize. So let's take our sanitizer and rub inside our hands, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing computation, reading, and number patterns. Now, boys and girls, let us go to page 20 for our next exercise. For our exercise today, we're going to be doing computation. Now, the computation that we're going to be doing involves addition and subtraction. As you can see, we have some of our numbers missing, and it is our job to fill in the missing numbers. We're going to do the last two that we can see there. So, take your pencil and let's try together. Now, what we're going to be using to help us is a number line. So you can draw your number line or you can follow the number line that we have here. Our number line goes from 0 all the way to 20 so that we can count. Now the first one says, dash plus 8 equals 14. Now when we are adding, we have to use the method of counting on. So we look for the small number first. The small number here is 8. So what we do is we count from 8 going to 14. So we go to our number line and then we point to 8. Then we hop all the way to 14. Let's see what will happen. Count with me. Starting at 8, then we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have landed on 14 and the last number we said was 6. Let's try again. We are at 8 and we hop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer is definitely 6. So our sum now says 6 plus 8 will give us 14. Now this method changes when we are subtracting, and let me show you how. We say dash minus 5 equals 11. So instead of counting on the way we started by looking for the small number, when we are subtracting, we look for the big number and we count on from there. But how many times do we count on? We count on 5 times. So our finger is going to start at 11. And then after that, we count 5 times. Whatever number we land on is our answer. So we begin at 11. Because remember, we are subtracting. But to find our answer from the beginning, we need to count on 11, and we're counting 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the number we landed on was 16. Let's count again just to be sure. So we start at 11 and we're going to count 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have landed at 16 again. So that means our answer is 16. Now our sum is complete. It says 16 take away 5 will give us 11. So don't forget, we're still using the number line for both, and then also how we use it is different. Every time we are adding, we count from the small number going to the big number to get our answer. And then every time we are subtracting, we are going to count from the big number the many times of the small number to get our answer. Have fun, take your time, and I'll see you when you're done after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Now, boys and girls, let's do a little bit of reading on page 21. On page 21, we are going to be reading about road safety. It's going to be our job to read the story and complete the sentences below. In this case, these are the rules we need to follow for road safety. We are going to read it 3 times. The first time is to make sure that we understand all the words that are being used. The second time is to make sure that we get our answers after reading the questions. Then the third time is to be sure that our answers are correct. Let's start. When walking near a road, it is a good idea to always be with an adult, as roads can be dangerous. If we need to cross the road, we should do the following things. Number 1, be with an adult and find a safe place to cross. Number 2, if there is a special crossing for pedestrians, use it. Number 3, stay on the pavement and not too close to the curb before crossing. Number 4, stop, look, and listen before crossing the road. Number 5, keep looking and listening while you cross the road. Number 6, never run across the road. Number 7, be very careful if there are parked cars on the road, as drivers will not be able to see you. So this is our reading comprehension for today. Some rules you need to follow when you are crossing the road. Now that we are done reading our rules, let's take a look at our questions. Remember, you need to read them 3 times. We're going to read them twice together, and then the last time you're going to read after you have answered them. Number 1 says, never run dash the road. Never run dash the road. Number 2 says, stop dash and dash before crossing the road. Stop dash and dash before crossing the road. Number 3 says, with whom should you be when crossing the road? With whom should you be when crossing the road? Number 4 says, where must you stay before crossing? Where must you stay before crossing? And number 5 says, the green man says dash and the red says dash. The green man says dash and the red says dash. Now for the last one, number 5, you won't find your answer in the comprehension passage. Instead, I'm sure most of you already know the answer. This one we get from the traffic light. So pay attention next time when you are at a traffic light so that you know what the green man says and what the red one says. Let's now go back into our passage. Remember, we're reading it now for a second time so that we can try and find our answers. So keep your ears and eyes wide open. When walking near a road, it is a good idea to always be with an adult, as roads can be dangerous. If we need to cross the road, we should do the following things. Number 1, be with an adult and find a safe place to cross. Number 2, if there is a special crossing for pedestrians, use it. Number 3, stay on the pavement and not too close to the curb before crossing. Number 4, stop, look, and listen before crossing the road. Number 5, keep looking and listening while you cross the road. Number 6, never run across the road. Number 7, be very careful if there are parked cars on the road, as drivers will not be able to see you. So take your time, boys and girls, when you're answering each and every question. Make sure that you go back into the passage to see if your answers are correct. If you need to read the passage by yourself again before you answer, that's okay. I will see you when you are done after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
For our lesson now, boys and girls, we are going to end on page 22. On page 22, we are going to be doing number patterns. Now, it's going to be our job to look for the number patterns and circle them according to the key. Now, the key that they're talking about are the different colors they have asked us to use. As you can see, we have our number chart going from 1 all the way to 100. The first one is an example that says count in ones from 57 to 62. Now, as you can see, they have colored in 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, and 62. They have used yellow, which was the key that was asked. Now for the next one, they are asking for something different. For A, they are saying count in twos from 88 to 100. So let's take a look and see how we can do this. Now, I have in my hand the color you're supposed to use. This is the pink that you have to use. So, you're going to count from 88 to 100. Each number you land on when you're counting in twos, color or circle using pink. Now for counting in twos, that means that we are using our number chart or our fingers. We can start from the number they have given us, 88. So if we have 2, 88 is already there, 89, 90. So you're going to color 88 pink and 90 pink. You can continue by counting in twos using your fingers or the number chart. Let's now see the next one they would like us to do. For B, they have said count in threes from 15 to 30. This time, they would like us to use the green color. So, it's going to be our job to use this green color in my hand. Now it can be light green or dark green. If you're going to use the green, make sure that it is clear. Circle the numbers. You're going to start from 15 and then you need to count 3 on. So you can use your fingers or you can use the number chart. If we say we are using our fingers, then we are saying 15 is already there. Then we say 16, 17, and 18. So 18 is the one that you are going to color next. So use your fingers or the number chart. The first color you're going to color green or first number is 15. Then you color 18 and continue until you get to 30. For C, they are asking you to count in fours. You are going to use the color purple. You're going to start from the number 4 all the way to the number 20. You can use 4 fingers to count or you can use your number chart. Remember, you're only going to count the number you land on and not all the numbers. You are counting in fours. For D, you will be counting in fives from 40 to 70. Then don't forget to color it orange or circle with the color orange. Then the last one is asking you to count in tens from the number 10 all the way to 50. This time you will be using blue. So take your time, boys and girls. Make sure that you count correctly and when you are done counting, please make sure that you have colored the correct numbers. Don't forget what you are counting in, whether it's 2s or 3s, 4s, 5s or 10s. Use the correct color, and when you're done, double check. I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson, and I hope you had fun. Remember, if you're not sure what to do or you got confused, that's okay. You can ask an adult for help, but make sure that you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done with our lesson, it's time to sanitize. Remember, when we sanitize, we're trying to show the world how responsible we are. So sanitize as regularly as possible. Then make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Zoshi was supposed to come and say hi to us, but I haven't seen him yet. Has anyone seen Zoshi? Oh, there you are, Zoshi. Hello. So, from Zoshi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, MyZone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.